Namo Buddhaya. So now I will be reading the good deeds that children have done during the past week. The first person to write to us was Kyle Disanayaka from the UK. I'm 10 years old. Myself and my sister are really enjoying Colombo Dhamma Friends program on YouTube. Lots of merits to you for doing the program for us. So it's not only me and the other monks of Mahamena Buddhist Monastery, and especially Kemaratana Bhante, the American monk. He's also helping us to conduct the program. So with the blessings of our teacher, Most Venerable Kiribadgoda Jnanananda Mahathera, our Lokasamin Wahansa, we conduct the monks in the morning program. That is an online radio program, and there's a podcast, and also the programs are uploaded to the YouTube channel as well. So he likes to share his good deeds. The meritorious action I have done today was, I have chanted pirith today. I think his sister says that my name is Kylie Disanayaka, and lives in the UK from the same country. Children, I hope you all are well and happy. I hope you all are taking necessary precautions and taking good care of yourself, and not going out of the house and living in safe. So once again, we would like to bless both of you all, Kyle and Kylie Disanayaka, and your parents. May everyone out there in the UK be well and happy, have happiness, and may all of you all take necessary precautions, and may you all be protected by the Devas and realize the teachings of the Supreme Buddha in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So Kylie and Kyle can be happy now we blessed you. Then even Kylie says that I really like your programs. Lots of merits to you for doing that program for us. May you attain Four Noble Truth in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. We wholeheartedly rejoice, and we are happy to see how grateful you are, children. So gratefulness is something that we should really practice in life. So only if we are grateful, the path of Dhamma will be open for you immediately, and then you will have the access to enter to this path since you have gratefulness. Then she would like to share the merit she has done. Myself and my brother are participating Shraddha Pirith chanting at 9 p.m. Sri Lanka time. That means 4:30 p.m. from UK time in the evening every day. I offered water. Now see, children, Kylie, before she start chanting the Ratana Sutta, she does something before that. Let's see what she does. Before we chant Pirith, we offer water to the Buddha. Now the other children also can practice this. We offer toothbrush for the Supreme Buddha to brush the teeth. So if it's in the morning, that's nice. Toothpaste also. Towel and face cloth for our Supreme Buddha before Pirith chanting starts. So that means these children have the idea that the Buddha is alive. One day, God Sakka, in Vimanavatta book, you will hear that story. God Sakka said, after seeing the merit of a God, God Sakka said that even if a person offers something to the Buddha, having the same mind as if the Buddha is alive, thinking that the Buddha is alive, having that mind set thinking that offering something to a Buddha who is alive, if a person have the same mind even after the Buddha passes away, God Sakka said, there is no difference in the merit. So these wonderful children, Kyle and Kylie, are so interesting, amazing. So imagine now at the age of 10 years, 8 years, the Kylie is actually the younger one, 8 years. Kylie is 10 years. So Kyle and Kylie are wonderful. You all are doing a good deed. You all are doing a great work, living away from Sri Lanka, living away from the mother country. Still, you all are practicing the Buddha's teachings. So once again, we are sharing merit with you. May Kyle, Kylie, and the entire family realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. May all the other children who are listening to this Dhamma program rejoice in Kyle and Kylie's good deeds they have done. So may all of us rejoice in Kylie and Kyle's good deeds, and may all of us, everyone who listening to this Dhamma program, realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So now I'm going to another group of kids who's learning Dhamma from the monks of Mahamevanawa English Dhamma Center in Kotte, kids from Sri Lanka. So they have sent some good deeds they have done. So what I did, I sent them few questions. So I think for the upcoming program, y'all can answer these questions as well and write to us to the email address and to the WhatsApp number. The email address and the WhatsApp number will appear in the screen. So, and now I will first of all read the questions that I asked from the kids who are learning Dhamma in Colombo. So the first question is, children, how did you help your parents in the past few days? What good deeds have you done in the past few days? Please share your experiences. What good deeds have you done in the past few days? So the third question is, when you see many people are suffering because of this terrible disease, what's the terrible disease, children? The coronavirus. What thoughts came into your mind? When you see many people are suffering because of this terrible disease, what thoughts came into your mind? So how did you feel when you heard that many people have died? So that's the other question. So I will read the question again. When you see many people are suffering because of this terrible disease, what thoughts came into your mind? So you can answer those questions and share how you felt. It could be in good ways, it could be in bad ways. If you have felt something bad, then we can help you, children. Don't worry. Monks are there to protect you. Monks are there to protect you. How did you feel when you heard that many people have died? So, if you thought something according to the Buddha's teachings, that you can share with us. Now the monks are helping for you to think wisely always. Even if you hear a sad news, yet there is a way to think wisely and abandon that sadness and get a message for our life. Even if you hear something good, there is a way in the Buddha's teachings how to use that good news to make our minds successful, to make our life successful, and to purify our mind. So even good and bad will help you in life if you match that good and bad message with the Buddha's teachings. Then you will be able to get a good meaning for your life. What do you think, children? Did you understand that? I hope so. Then the next question. Have you convinced your friends to practice good qualities, especially in a situation like this? If so, how did you convince them? Now you have to answer that question as well. Then the next question. Would you like to share a story or a Dhammapada verse you have learned? Any story that you have learned, maybe a story of an Arahant, story of the Buddha, then any incident that you learned from the other monks when you were learning Dhamma from the other monks in foreign countries. Now, there would be children learning Dhamma through this program from Canada, from England, from Australia, from America. Don't worry, children. You can still practice the Dhamma. Now, did the monks take away your wisdom when they came to Sri Lanka? No. Did the monks take away your concentration? No. Did the monks take away your virtue, morality? No. They came back to Sri Lanka by giving you the gift of Dhamma. That is the Buddha's teachings. Then the next question. Have your parents helped a family in need, especially during this tragic situation? Have your parents helped any poor person during the past few days? For example, giving food, essential needs. If so, please share it with us. Then the other children can rejoice in that merit. And they can gain happiness. Because some children, they are all locked down in houses. They can't move out because of this coronavirus. It's spreading very fast, children. It has become a great enemy for us. But remember, these enemies are not that much harmful. There's another enemy that can harm us. What's that enemy? Lust, anger, and delusion. Our undeveloped mind is a greater enemy, can act as a greater enemy than any other enemy in the world. But we happy children, we are learning the Buddha's teachings to abandon that enemy in our mind, and also to fight with any external enemy and to be happy even in difficult situations like this. After I sent these questions, we got wonderful answers. So let's listen to those answers. Children, when we share these good deeds, we should remember one more person. We should remember a great person who helped us in life. Who is that? Our most venerable Kirivatgoda Jnanananda Pingwat Lokaswamin Wahansa. Our Lokaswamin Wahansa was our teacher, is our teacher who taught us this Dhamma in a very meaningful way and in a very simple way. So let's pay our homage to our Lokaswamin Wahansa once again before we share merit with others and share these good deeds. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Today we have a lot of responses, many responses. So we will, if we do not have enough time in this program, we will share those good deeds in the next program as well. So stay with us, join for our programs weekly, then you will be able to learn how other children do good deeds. Okay, this was answered by a child called Kavindu. For the first question, what good deeds have you done in the past few days? He says, I chanted Ratana Sutta with the monks of Mahamevana Buddhist Monastery every day at 6 p.m. My sister and my mother chanted at 9 p.m. every day. So he has chanted at 6 p.m. But his sister and mother has chanted at 9 p.m. So the entire family has not given up. I did loving kindness meditation with monks of Mahamevana Buddhist Monastery. So maybe through the Monks in the Morning program, he has done loving kindness meditation through the guided meditation. Then for the second question, have your parents helped a family in need, especially during the tragic situation? My parents gave a bag of vegetables to a neighbor who couldn't afford to buy vegetables. Now see the danger of samsara, children. See the danger of our human life. See, his neighbor couldn't afford to buy vegetables. Now if this child, if Kavindu's mother was not generous, if this Kavindu's mother was stingy, what will happen to that neighbor? Will starve. There are some people who are depending on a daily wage, who did not have even a gas stove or a cylinder at home. I heard a mother and a daughter. The daughter is about 20 years, the mother is I think about in 50s. So both of them are working in houses. They live in Colombo, but their hometown is away from Colombo. So since they were working in houses as ordinary workers, as servants, whatever the food they cook in those houses, they eat. And in the evening, they buy a food packet and eat. So for all this time, they never had a gas stove and a cylinder. But then during the curfew time, due to this coronavirus, they couldn't buy anything because they couldn't work in houses. They couldn't move out. Then what happened? Then they have called one of the people for whom they have worked before, and they have sent a gas cylinder and a gas stove, a cooker and some vegetables and some food. So if they couldn't send that, how would they survive? Imagine, children. So that's why now while some people are peacefully stacking up food at homes, some people are just living in houses without being able to buy food even. There are people passing by the houses. There are lorries carrying vegetables, selling vegetables, but if they don't have money to buy, that's why, children, there are people who are experiencing happiness in this life and sadness both. So that's why we should practice generosity even in a difficult situation like this. So, for the third question, when you see many people are suffering because of this terrible disease, then what thoughts came into his mind? Let's see what kind of thoughts has come to Kamidu's mind. My thoughts were, while we are worried about food, thousands of people are worried whether they will live or die. Thousands of people were suffering, and he was wondering how people are worrying whether they will live or die, So once you attain Nibbana, the great Arahants who have abandoned rebirth, who knows that they are not born again, who knows that they have attained Nibbana, do they regret? No. At least the ones who became stream entrants, who know that they will have only maximum of 7 births, do they worry, children? No. So from where could we get the real protection, children? By becoming a stream entrant. By becoming whom? By becoming a stream entrant. Let's share merit with Kavindu and everyone. May Kavindu and everyone who rejoice in this merit and Kavindu's sister and the family realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, all the children who shared their good deeds, be well and happy, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, now we have come to the Dhamma discussion. So, the kids who have asked questions, we are happy to answer them. So, this Dhamma discussion will help you to develop wisdom and to become wise. So, when you ask questions, you will develop wisdom and the knowledge in Buddha's teachings. So, remember, children, if you have questions, you can send to us. You can send us through email or WhatsApp. The email address will appear in the screen and the number is also appearing in the screen. You can send the questions through email and this WhatsApp number. We will answer those questions. So now let's go to a question that was asked by a kid. He's asking, how can I overcome the fear of dying and losing loved ones? It's not easy. How can we overcome the fear of dying and losing loved ones? Children, to overcome fear of dying, we need to know that death is unavoidable. And we should know that there is a life after death. If you do good deeds even in the last stage of your life, if you know that you will be born among devas, will you cry? Will you have fear of your death? No, you'll be happy thinking that it's good, I'm going from human world to a divine world. So, to overcome fear to death, early itself, you should know that death is something to go through in life, and death is something that we face again and again in life. Until we attain the final goal, Nibbana, we will die again and again. But after we attain Nibbana, the happiness is we are not reborn again. Then we don't die again. Then we don't feel sad when we lose loved ones. So why do we feel sad when we lose loved ones? We think that loved ones will live with us forever. But will the loved ones will live with us forever? No. We should have that prior understanding early itself. We should know that even our loved ones are impermanent. Even our loved ones are living with us temporarily. So, when you know that, when you have that knowledge, you won't have fear of dying and losing loved ones. Is it clear, children? If you still have questions, you can send to us. How many precepts are there for monks? The next question. How many precepts are there for monks? How many precepts are there? minimum, you call it pratimoksha, that is mainly focusing for Nibbana, that is 227. There are 227 precepts. When will the next Buddha comes? Which Dhamma will that Buddha preach? Buddha preaches the cause and effect theory. Buddha will preach about karma. Buddha will preach about craving. It's the same cause and effect theory that all the Buddhas preaches. All the Buddhas preaches about wholesome and unwholesome, and also the one and only noble eightfold path. So the beginning of the question, the first part of the question is, when will the next Buddha comes? Why do you want to wait for the next Buddha? Don't try to wait for the next Buddha. The next Buddha will appear when human beings will have the lifespan of 84,000 years. Now our lifespan is decreasing day by day. It will decrease to 10 years. Then there will be a big fight. At the age of 5 years, people will get married. Then they will have a big fight. Some will escape. And again they will start protecting 5 precepts, doing good deeds. Then their lifespan will increase to 84,000 years. Then only the Maitri Buddha will appear. By knowing that, understand the danger of understanding that appearance of Buddhas are rare in this world. Then there's another question. What happens when you drink pirith water? When you drink pirith water, you get blessed. Even when you tie a pirith nool, a pirith thread to your hand or to your neck, you get protected. In Mahavansa, I think in one of the old books we have learned that the demons see these holy threads like glaring. So these holy threads are protected by the Buddha's teachings, are blessed by the Buddha's teachings. So you will be protected by demons also. So in the city of Vesali, even Venerable Ananda, he sprinkled pirith water in Vesali. After that, all the demons and also the drought was totally abandoned. So we can continue doing that. And even when King Vijaya came to Sri Lanka, he was tied with a pirith nool. So that's why we should drink pirith water and wear pirith threads, pirith nool. So the next question, children. Why do monks observe lots of precepts? Why? Monks should be protected in many ways. Now there was one occasion, one monk tried to cut a tree to make a kuti for him, a room for him from timber. So there was a devata in that tree and said, please don't cut this tree. But this monk cut this tree. Finally, this devata went to the Buddha and reported to the Buddha saying that this monk cut this tree and my son was also cut by his axe. Then Buddha said, bhikkhus, don't cut trees hereafter. That God has felt like killing that monk. The God reported to the Buddha. The God said to the Buddha that, Blessed One, I felt like killing this monk, but I controlled my thoughts. Then Buddha said, it's good that you did not kill this monk. He is virtuous. Then from that day onwards, Buddha said, don't cut trees. We can't even pluck a leaf. The high ordained monks. That is to control the monk's life. Then we can't dig the earth. So there are many precepts for monks to protect a monk life. That is to protect a monk life, not to put monks in trouble. Can we see divine beings? If you develop meditation, you can see. So why don't you develop meditation? Then you can see divine beings. Can devatas come, live on earth? There are earthbound devas. There are devatas living in Chatum Maharajika, Tavatingsa, Yama, Tusita, Nimmanarati, Paranimmata Vasavati. So remember, there are devas bound to the earth. Now in Dhammacakkappavattana Sutta, Read it properly. There you will chant saying Bummanang Devanang. So that is earthbound devas. Do we have to follow all the precepts? Are you thinking about monks' precepts or the 5 precepts that a layperson should follow? Okay, you don't have to follow the monks' precepts, but you should follow the 5 precepts that lay people should follow every day. If you break the 5 precepts, what should you do? You should go to the Buddha statue. You should go for refuge to Buddha Dhamma Sangha and observe the 5 precepts again. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Dear children, now we have come to the session of pirith chanting. Chanting the Buddha's teachings to gain protection for our lives. So, during the Buddha's time, back in Buddha's time, when Lechivis were affected by 3 fears in Vishala, in the city of Vishala, the 3 fears were drought, then diseases, and also demons. So these are the 3 fears that affected the people. Then the Blessed One, out of compassion, visited the city of Vishala, and then he chanted, the Blessed One chanted the Ratana Sutta. And afterwards, Arahant Ananda, Venerable Ananda was instructed and advised to chant the Ratana Sutta by memorizing it and remember it by heart and chant the Ratana Sutta. And before that, Venerable Ananda took alms bowl and filled with water, and Venerable Ananda chanted the Ratana Sutta and sprinkled that water in the city of Vishala. And afterwards, the city of Vishala came back to normal. The people came back to normal, and then it became a place for human beings, suitable for human beings to live. So, since we are also going through a hard time because of this corona virus, we should also gain protection from the Ratana Sutta. So now we are hoping to chant the Ratana Sutta in Pali and English both. So if you have this book at home, please get ready with this book. Take this book and sit on the floor, but don't keep this book on the floor. Hold it by your both hands, or keep it on a table, and then turn to page 19, and then turn to page 19. Then you will find the Sutta, Ratana Suttang, the Jewel Discourse. So the ones who does not have the pirith chanting book, don't worry. We have added a link. If you are listening through the YouTube or through the other media platforms, there will be a link. You can go to that link and find it. The others, they can chant together with me. And next time, you can go to the Mahamevanawa Buddhist Monastery's website and find and search for Ratana Sutta. And you can go to serenecolombo.org website, and also over there, if you search for Ratana Sutta, you will find the text, the Sutta, and next time be ready with the Sutta to chant together with me. So now let's chant the Ratana Sutta. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Yanida bhutani samagatani bhummani vayani va antalikhe sabbeva bhuta sumana bhavantu athopi sakkacca sunantu bhasitang. Whatever beings are assembled here, whether on the earth or in the sky. May all these beings have happy minds. Listen closely to my words. Tasma hi bhutani sametha sabbe mettang karotha manusiya pajaya divacharatto cha haranti ye baling tasma hi nerakhata appamatta. Pay attention, all you beings. Show kindness to those humans who by day and by night offer much merit to you. Therefore guard them diligently. Yang kinci vittang idavahurang va Saggesu ayang ratanang panitang Nano samang athi tathagatena Idampi buddhe ratanang panitang Etena saccena suvatti hotu. Whatever treasure in this world or in other worlds, or whatever precious jewel is in the heavens, none is equal to the Buddha. In the Buddha is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Khayang viragang amatang panitang yadajjaga sakya muni samahito natena dhammena samathi kinchi idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu. The calm Sakyan sage found the undefiled, dispassionate, deathless Nibbana. There is nothing equal to that state. In the Dhamma is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Yam Buddha setto parivannai sucing samadhimanantari kanyamahu samadhinatena samona vijjati idampi dhamme ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu. That purity praised by the Buddha, called concentration with immediate result. That concentration has no equal. In the Dhamma is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Ye puggalattha satang pasattha chattari etani yugani honti te dakhineya sugatassa savaka ete sudinnani mahaphalani idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu. The 8 persons praised by the wise, these 4 pairs are the gift-worthy disciples of the well-gone one. Gifts given to them yield abundant fruit. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Ye suppayutta manasa dalhena Nikkamino Gotama Sasanam hi Te Pattipatta Amatang Vigaiha Ladha Mudha Nibbuting Bhunjamana Idampi Sanghe Ratanang Panitang Etena Satchena Suvathi Hotu. Those who are well trained, freed from all defilements, and with minds firm in Gautama Buddha's training, upon attaining Nibbana, they plunge into the deathless, freely enjoying the liberation they have gained. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Yathinda khilo pathaving sitosiya Chatubhivate bhiya sampakampiyo Tathupamang sappurisang vadami Yo ariya saccani avecca passati Idampi sanghe ratanang panitang Etena saccena suvatti hotu. As a stone post firmly grounded in the earth cannot be shaken by the four winds, so is the superior person, I say, who clearly sees the noble truths. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Ye ariya saccani vibhavayanti gambhira panyena sudesitani kinchapite hanti bhusappamatta nate bhavang atthamang adiyanti. Idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvatti hotu. Those who comprehend the noble truths, well taught by the Buddha of deep wisdom, no matter how negligent, would not take an eighth existence. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sahavassa dassana sampadaya tayassu dhamma jahita bhavanti. Sakkaya ditti vichikiccitanca Sīlabbataṃ vāpi yadatti kinci Chatuva pāyehi ca vippamutto Cacabithānāni abhabbo kātuṃ Idampi sanghe ratanaṃ panītaṃ Etena saccena suvatti hotu. For one who has attained to right view, three fetters are at once abandoned: self-centered view, doubt and clinging to wrong practices, freed from the four planes of misery. He is incapable of committing the six major wrongdoings that lead to hell. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth, may there be well-being. Kincapi so kammang karoti papakang kayena vacha udacetasa abhabbo sotassa paticchādāya abhabbata dittha padassa bhutta idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvathi hotu. Though he might do some evil deed by body, speech or mind, he cannot hide it. Such is impossible. For one who has seen the Dhamma in the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Vanappa gumbe atha pussitagge gimhana mase pathamasmin gimhe tathupamang dhamma varang adesai nibbana gaming paramang hitaya idampi buddhe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvathi hotu. Like woodland groves in blossom in the first heat of summer is the sublime Dhamma taught by the Buddha, leading to Nibbana and giving the highest happiness. In the Buddha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Varo varanyu varado varaharo anuttaro dhamma varang adesai idampi buddhe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvathi hotu. The excellent Supreme Buddha, the knower of Supreme Nibbana, the giver of Supreme Nibbana, the bringer of Supreme Nibbana, taught the excellent Dhamma. In the Buddha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Khinang puranang navannathi sambhavang viratta cittayatike bhavasmin te khina bija virulhichanda nibbanti dhira yathayam padipo idampi sanghe ratanang panitang etena saccena suvathi hotu. The liberated ones all karma is destroyed with no new arising, their minds not drawn to future birth, their old seeds destroyed with no more growing. The Arahants fade out just as this lamp has done. In the Sangha is this precious jewel. By this truth may there be well-being. Yani dhabhutani samagatani bhummani vayani va antalikhe tathagatan deva manussa pujitam buddhang namassama suvathi hotu. Whatever beings are assembled here, whether on the earth or in the sky, we respectfully worship the Buddha, honored by gods and humans. May there be well-being. Yani dhabhutani samagatani bhummani vayani va antalikhe tathagatan deva manussa pujitam dhammang namassama suvathi hotu. Whatever beings are assembled here, whether on the earth or in the sky. We respectfully worship the Dhamma, honored by gods and humans. May there be well-being. Yani dhabhutani samagatani bhummani vayani vantalikhe tathagatan deva manussa pujitam sangham namassama suvatti hotu. Whatever beings are assembled here, whether on the earth or in the sky, we respectfully worship the Sangha, honored by gods and humans. May there be well-being. Etena saccena suvatti hotu. By this truth, may there be well-being. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo Buddhaya. Namo Buddhaya. Now we have come to the last session, that is sharing of merit. Dear children, we should be grateful. Dear parents, we should be grateful. Everyone who's listening, remember, we should be grateful. So we should be grateful for the people who are helping us to propagate the Buddha's teachings to the whole world. So today, first of all, let's share merit with all the devas who's helping us. So may all the devas, Brahmas, rejoice in this merit of propagating Dhamma. May all devas rejoice in this merit. May God Sumana, God Alavaka, and may all the Brahmas, and may God Sakka and the four great kings rejoice in this merit. And may they develop in wisdom. And may they protect us. May they protect Sri Lanka. May they protect the whole world. May all devas help all the patients to overcome from this coronavirus as soon as possible. And may all devas help us to stop spreading this coronavirus. And may all devas rejoice in our merit and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. I hope you all know the meaning of sadhu. Sadhu means you are happy. So when I say something good, you should rejoice in that by saying sadhu. Next, we have to share merit with all the departed relatives of all of us, and especially for this program, for the broadcasting, the sponsoring was done by Sanjay Yadhige and Ravina Vijay Man by Sanjay's family, and to bless their children. So Sanjay Yadhige family is sponsoring for the today's program. So may Sanjay Yadhige's all the departed relatives of his family members rejoice in this merit. May all the departed relatives of all of us rejoice in this meritorious deed, and especially Sanjay Yadhige's father rejoice in this merit, and may he have well-being, and may all the departed relatives have well-being and escape from suffering as soon as possible. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Children, there's a special person for us to share merit with. That is our teacher, our Loka Swamin Wahansa. May our Loka Swamin Wahansa and the respected Mahasangha of Mahamuna Buddhist monasteries and all over the world, and the nuns of Mahamuna Buddhist monasteries and all over the world, and may all the monks and nuns and all the lay supporters rejoice in this merit, be well and happy, have happiness, and realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And also we should share merit with Sanjay's family, Sanjay Yadhige's family. Especially they are sponsoring for this program to bless their children. That is especially who's celebrating his 12th birthday on April 5th. That is Duin Yadhige. So may Duin Puta receive long life, good health, and association of Kalyana Mittas. May he never fall into wrong view. That's what their parents expecting. So that's their great parents. And one day may he be fortunate to realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. And by the power of all the merit collected today, may our country be protected from recent pandemic. May all beings around the world be free from illness. May all of them be well and happy and healthy. And may all of us be protected by the Buddha's teachings, by the blessings of the Buddha's teachings. And may all of us realize the Four Noble Truths in this Gautama Buddha's dispensation. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Meritorious Dhamma friends, this message is especially for the parents who are living in foreign countries away from Sri Lanka. For the kids who are learning in English medium, they need a way to learn the Buddha's teachings in English. So since we had to stop all the programs that are conducted in person in the monasteries in foreign countries, since we had to stop those programs in foreign countries, we decided to start a program through the Shraddha TV and also through the other media platforms. So we warmly invite you to take part in these programs together with your kids on Saturdays and learn the Buddha's teachings, learn to chant pirith, and learn how other children do merit and also how they meditate. So once again, we kindly invite you to take part in this meritorious deed together with your children and fulfill their needs to learn the Buddha's teachings so that they will learn the Buddha's teachings and fulfill their needs, that is, to be fulfilled to realize the Four Noble Truths. So if you like to sponsor for this program, for the broadcasting and for the recording expenses, we warmly invite you to sponsor for the broadcasting expenses and gain merit by contributing to propagate the Buddha's teachings to the whole world in a situation where people are locked down in houses, and to quench the people's thirst of learning Dhamma and to make the little children's minds peaceful and to teach them the Buddha's teachings. You have an opportunity now to help them to learn the Buddha's teachings. So you can gain merit by helping us to propagate the Buddha's teachings. Theruvan Saranai, Namo Buddhaya. Hope to see you again in next week.
මෙවැනි වටිනා වීඩියෝ නැරඹීමට ශ්‍රද්ධා YouTube channel එක subscribe කර සීනුව ලකුණ ඔබන්න.